All right, coming to you from inside my tent. This is a recap of the first 2 days hiking on the trail plus the day to get there. Started out with a goodbye to the cats at my house and then a drive up with Tracy to Amicalola Falls State Park where I signed in the register, checked in. Hiker number 1706 for this year. And then that was pretty much it. We went to the outlet mall, had a little bit of quiet time together. And then a restless night thinking about all those things I should have packed, didn't pack, don't need, whatever, going through my mind, how to do this, how to do that. So then we got up on day one, and Tracy hiked up to Springer Mountain with me. We did the obligatory pictures, and then I headed on down the trail. And then a little while later, she met up with me for lunch, which was wonderful at Long Creek Falls. And then I went on to the shelter, spent the night at the shelter, and then day two was a complete different. It was raining all day long. I hiked about 12 miles in the rain, got to Woody Gap. It was really nasty. And then right after I got there, it cleared up. And so this is my adventure as it begins. My first view of the hills, the pointless ups and downs. Here we come. Oh, wow. They don't kid around when they say you need a high clearance.
Thanks to the Subaru Outback.
And the journey begins, and hopefully all those nerves turn into energy. Green tunnel on the Appalachian Trail. First water crossing. You've seen it a few times if you watch other people's videos, but this is it. Nice little sunny spot right here. So let's go ahead and get across this thing. We are there. Which way does the trail go? Oh boy. Yay, a real bridge. Oh, you can probably hear them. That's Long Branch Falls. Just a tad off the AT. This is where we're going to have lunch. Tracy packed lunch for us, so I really haven't had anything to eat out of my backpack all day. Everything has been provided for us. There she is. Thanks, Tracy. There's the falls. All right, getting somewhere near the Hawk Mountain tent site area, probably about mile 6.8 on the trail. I don't know if you can tell out in the distance, but you can see the outline of the ridge of mountains out there, and it just wraps around. I'm going to be doing about a 260, 300 degree panoramic view out here. Look at all those hills out there. I think you can see them where the sky meets it. It just goes around and around and around, and most of them all have to go up and over, but as you can see, it's pretty good. Later. So, a quick update. This is where I slept after day one. This is the Hawk Mountain shelter. I'm up in the loft, so nobody else was up here. There was two gentlemen downstairs. Stayed really dry. It rained beginning about 4 in the morning, and yeah, that's my bed. Beautiful. Yeah. And but yeah, it was a little windy, but up here I didn't get any of it, and gonna trudge through the rain today. It's day 2. It's supposed to rain all day with some thunderstorms in the afternoon, pretty severe, so we're gonna deal with it later. All right, started day 2. Drizzling. There's the shelter we stayed in last night. Latrine is down that way, or privy, whatever you want to say. Got the bear box right over here that we used. And this is the trail to get back out to the trail. So I'm moving on. Later. All right, we're on a little ridge, and I think that's going to be the view for the day. That's the second one of these I've seen where there's some foam at the bottom of the tree. If anybody knows what that is, chime in. All right. It's still pretty out here, even though it's wet. It just had a slight break in the rain. You might be able to hear the wind blowing, starting to pick up again. But it's still pretty out here. It's just wet. Frogs love it. Later. As if there wasn't enough water. Oh boy, here comes my first real stream crossing. Got to get across that and get up there. So I'm going to put this away. All right. All right. Tomorrow, this is going to look great. Unfortunately, I'm here today. It looks rather bleak. And this is what the trail looks like. It's been wet all day, a little slippery every now and then. You got to be careful on some of the rocks. And anyway, I'm about a mile from Woody Gap, I believe. So there we go. Follow the white blaze. All right. So who would have thought you needed a kayak to get through the Appalachian Trail? Yikes. Oh well. Beautiful day too. Okay, thank goodness it stopped raining. Got my tent up, clothes drying, bear bag hung, shoes hopefully drying out, and the rain jacket drying out over there. So I've got most of my camp chores done, and I'm gonna go hit the latrine, and then I think I'm gonna be heading to bed later. All right, about 7 o'clock in the evening, Woody Gap, my destination for the evening. And if you look that way, and I'm not quite sure which way it is, I think it's probably east. See how foggy it is. I'll get a view from the other side in just a minute later. And this is the other side of the gap. Not sure you can make out detail out there, but you can tell that it's clear out there. I can see the outlines of some of the hills out there, so it's pretty interesting. Later.